And next we have Dominic Lloyd, who is the Programs and Arts Development Manager with the Winnipeg Arts Council. In addition to overseeing grant funding programs for arts organizations, he helps facilitate connections between creativity and community by partnering with arts organizations to provide citizens opportunities to be engaged in arts experiences as both observers and participants. He also oversees Urban Idea, an organization dedicated to the conversation around the importance of the arts in city building in Winnipeg.
My name's Dom, as Callie said, and my story is going to be about a project that I'm working on right now that I think is pretty cool, and I hope that 19 slides from now you will think so as well. It's called the Year of Urban Ideas, and it's going to generate some conversation about Winnipeg, and there's opportunity to be involved. We talk a lot about being world class in Winnipeg, and sometimes we spell it with all one word, which I think is awesome. But we talk about how are we going to put ourselves on the map? What are we going to do to make it a really great place? Well, back in the 1980s, this organization called Urban Idea was formed to talk about the urban condition in Winnipeg. And they did a lot of work. You probably haven't heard of them recently because they haven't been active for a long time, but it's been managed by the Winnipeg Arts Council for the last couple of years. And we focused its mandate to really be about the arts, because we really think that a city can be and should be defined by its art. So we've decided to take it and run with it for a little bit. That's what I'm going to tell you about. Basically, we could build cities that are, have straight roads and flat bridges and square-cornered buildings, but where's the fun in that, and who wants to live there? That's actually a real place in Oregon, by the way, so I encourage you all to go and visit. Creative placemaking is about making places better by using the power of the arts. It's about artists who use the city as a canvas, and it's about the city building and planning process involving artists in the process to make cities actually interactive and engaging. So as far as Urban Idea goes, we're going to road test some of that this year. We're going to do some lectures and symposiums. We're going to do some installations, and we're going to do this other thing that we're calling the Creative Placemaking Challenge, and that's what I want to talk to you about. The Exchange District is a place that we all know and love, and we know it's the cultural core of the city, but sometimes we wonder why there's not more going on. And if you've ever had that thought, have I got a deal for you? This is Melbourne, Australia, and Melbourne is a place that had a lot of kind of dank, gross, dark alleys that weren't being used for much until artists moved in. And first they started painting the walls, and then they started showing up and playing music. And then the property owners started taking note, and all of a sudden it became this vibrant social and cultural hub. In San Francisco, they were looking at some places like what's on your left there, and thinking, how could we make these better? Why not let people do it? Why don't we just get people's ideas? Give them a little bit of money, a little bit of time, and see what we can do. So these alleys and drayaways in the Exchange, they're pretty cool. They're a really unique feature of Winnipeg. But they're not necessarily the greatest places to walk down, as you may have experienced. So if you've ever thought that there could be something more in one of those alleys, you don't have to be an artist, you don't have to be an architect, but we want your ideas. We want you to come up with a proposal to animate some of the alleys and drayaways, and then we're going to have a jury select some ideas. We're going to give them $1,500 in 2 months to actually put that together. Put it into an alley for a day. Now, it can be something big and cool like these swings in Montreal that play music to you as you ride on them. It can be something as simple as a bench or something. It can be anything, really, in the world. We're going to have some workshops with artists and with planners to kind of teach people, because there's a lot of people who think that I'd really like to be involved, but I don't know what I'm doing. Well, the answer is yes, you do, and we've got some people who are going to show you that, in fact, that is the case. You know how to do it. Creative placemaking is about using art to make things better, to make places better. And it's got to start somewhere. So we're using the kind of the lighter, quicker, cheaper idea that short-term action brings long-term thinking. It's got to start somewhere, so why not here in these alleys? And really, we want people to grasp onto the idea that it doesn't have to be people with a lot of letters after their names that are building our cities, that can actually come from artists and regular people just like all of us in the room. That's the High Line in New York City, and I put that there because an architect I know said to me not too long ago that to make a great place, what you do is you find out what's unique about a space, and then you amplify it. And that's what they did in New York City. And I think that the Exchange is a place that could be just like that. This is Portland, And this is it's an organization called City Repair, and they basically just send people out to make art in their neighborhoods. They actually had municipal ordinances changed because people kept making art in contravention of the rules. But it really turned into a movement that got people involved using art to make their cities better. We've got the facilities here. We've got the great minds. I've heard them all here tonight. I've heard tons of them. We've got the spaces. So we want to just give it a try because we really have the power to make that be more than just words on a sign that's no longer there. So we're going to start. We're going to do it quick. We're going to get the conversation started. And that's what the Year of Urban Ideas is all about. Thanks.